Hey everyone, it's Fatima and thank you for tuning into my channel, Roti with Fatima. And today I want to talk about something I feel is very important. Before you get your license, before you consider being a real estate agent, you have to know what it really takes. Do you have what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur? It's not just an agent, a real estate agent per se. It's an entrepreneur in general. You are running your own business, you're your own boss, and there's not going to be any productivity unless you put in the work yourself. So let me just read you something really quickly, or the definition of what it is to be, or what an entrepreneur is. And an entrepreneur is a person who organizes and operates a business or businesses, taking on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. So of course we all know that being an entrepreneur, you have to have money to invest into yourself. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. But being an entrepreneur is so much more than just having money, being your own boss, and running your own schedule. You have to know that it takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of knowledge. You have to know what you're doing, okay? You can't just go and say, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be a real estate agent, and you have no idea what you're doing. And that's another reason why it's important, of course, to be with the right broker when you get into the industry, but that'll be another video, okay? Whole nother topic. But when you decide on coming into the real estate industry, I'll speak for myself, because when I first started out, I had no knowledge of what it took to be a real estate agent. And let me tell you, when you're in school taking your course to get your license, majority of the things that they put in the textbook, or that they have in the textbook, all the laws and terminology and everything, has nothing to do with the main part of what it takes to be a real estate agent. It may sound crazy that you're taking this course for however many weeks or whatever, and it has nothing to do with the actual practicality of being an agent, but it's true. Okay, a lot of things that I learned about being an agent and the process and the different things that you have to do in order to be successful were nowhere to be found in the book. They don't teach you how to do open houses. They don't teach you how to get clients. They don't teach you how to prospect and get leads and all these other things that you really need to know. They don't teach you those things in school. So as an entrepreneur, you have to take it upon yourself to make sure that you do the necessary due diligence and research to have those things in your mind so that you know what you're doing. Okay? Being an entrepreneur, it definitely takes a lot of sacrifice. Okay, there's gonna be times where you're gonna have to say no to a lot of people for a lot of things, okay? If you really want to make sure that you're being productive, you're gonna have to set aside a lot of time to put into your business to be productive, okay? Your friends are gonna have to go out sometimes without you. They're gonna have to go to the bar without you. Those vacations, those different things. And I'm not saying that you should just not have a life. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you choose to put in more time when you first get started, the more time you'll have later to really have freedom to do what it is that you want. But the less time that you put into it, the less results that you're gonna get. It's all about sacrifice. But that really goes for any entrepreneur, any business owner. They know that there's gonna be a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, and a lot of time that they just have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. You have to be determined and knowing that nobody else is going to do it for you. And that's the only way that you're really going to be able to I guess, achieve your goals, so to speak, because everyone's goals in real estate is different. You know, you have some people that come into real estate that just want to help people. You have some people or some agents that come in just for the money. You have some that come in for the network, for the business opportunities. It's you know, everyone has their own reasons. You know, me personally, when I came into the business, it wasn't, I wasn't necessarily passionate about real estate. You know, I really didn't know a lot about real estate at all. But I knew that it was a tool that I can utilize to obtain financial freedom. You know, and it was also a part of, you know, goals that me and my boyfriend had together. And we were like, yeah, if I get my license, then I'll be able to really utilize that to add to the goals that we already had, you know, with real estate and everything. So it was an investment for me. But the more I got into it, the more I did it, the more I began to love it and be passionate about it, and happy that I was helping people, you know, find their dream home or get that apartment when they have, you know, certain circumstances going on and life is just crazy and they're panicking because they don't have anywhere to go, and you're able to help them find something. You know, that's like a really great feeling to know that you were able to help change that person's life, or, you know, not really save them from a situation, but you were able to help them out. And, you know, a lot of people are really grateful for that. And it's a long-lasting relationship that you build with your clients. You know, that's ultimately get you, you know, more referrals and things like that down the line. But anyway, that's a different topic too. But of course, when it comes to any business, you have to be able to afford it, right? And being a real estate agent or being any kind of entrepreneur, you have to invest in yourself. Now, when I first started out, like I was saying, I really didn't know much about real estate, and I had no idea, okay? I had no idea how much money it was gonna cost for me to start my business. Like, okay, you have the amount of money that you pay for your course and for your textbook and things like that, but then when you get done and you pay for your license and you have to join the board, and you have, well, depending on what area you're in, you know, ours is a GSMLS, and we have a super key that allows us to access these different properties, and that's a monthly fee if you want to have it for yourself. I know some brokers have one that they share in their office, but it's much more convenient if you have one for yourself, so that you can access properties whenever you want. But I can talk about that in another video, about the different tools and things that we utilize as agents to be able to make things a lot more efficient. But see, I didn't forget what I was saying. Oh, finances, right? So you know, it's an investment. And when I looked at that paper, when I first got my license and everything was straightened out, I was like, oh, thank you. Okay, these are the one-time fees. These are yearly. Oh. So we have, okay. Child. It really blew my mind because I had no idea that it was gonna be. I was like, okay, I'm already paying for the course, I'm paying for my license, I'm paying for this, I'm paying for that. It's more. Like, it's more I gotta pay for. And let me tell you, if you don't know those things ahead of time, then it's almost like you out of luck. Because if I didn't have the money to pay for my board and to pay for this and that after I got my license, then I would really just be sitting there. I wouldn't be able to be an active agent, because, you know, you have to be a part of the board and follow a certain protocol once you get your license. And if you don't have the funds to do so, then you basically just, you know, sitting there waiting until you're able to be active, you know. But that was a lesson that I learned, and I definitely recommend anyone interested in getting their real estate license to please do your research, find out, you know, how much it's gonna cost to join the board and the different things that you're gonna need to access once you have your license, what those amounts are, because I didn't find that out until after the fact. I'm like, why didn't they teach me this in school? Why didn't they tell me? They didn't tell me about it. They didn't tell me, y'all. They didn't tell me. Okay, they did not tell me. And I was just so grateful that I actually had the money already there to be able to proceed, because if not, I mean, Anyway, moving right along, okay. Being an entrepreneur, or I'll specifically speak about real estate agents, of course, it's really a mental thing. It's psychological, okay? Do you have the drive? Do you have determination? Can you stay focused? Are you able to multitask? Like, these are things that you have to be able to do. I mean, unless you just want to be like the type of realtor that does one transaction a year. I don't think anybody wants to do just one transaction a year. But, you know, it's really a challenging career, because you're going to come across a lot of different types of people. You have to know how to relate to people on a different level. You have to know how to communicate. You have to be coachable. And I highly, highly, highly recommend getting or having a mentor, because before I got into real estate, like I said, I really didn't know much, and it would have really helped me get a lot further if I would have known someone or got to know someone in the real estate industry that I could have maybe shadowed a little bit, that could have gave me some inside feedback about how it really works. I didn't find that out until after the fact. But you really have to, I definitely suggest or recommend getting a mentor or someone that you can look up to, someone that is actually doing transactions, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a top producer, but someone that is really steady and they got transactions flowing and you can see their productivity, because you can only learn from people that are doing great things. I mean, you can learn from anybody really, but who would you rather learn from? Someone that's doing 5 or 6 transactions a month, or someone that does 1 or 2 every other month? This person right here is going to have a lot more experience and would have gone through a lot more different, I guess, challenges, so to speak. They would know how to handle different situations more, because they're coming across a lot more people, a lot more different people than this person over here who is chilling, taking their time with their license, ain't really trying to do nothing, ain't really trying to make no money. You know, people have different I don't understand. People have different reasons on why they do things, and I just don't understand why anyone would get their real estate license to not use it to be successful. Like, anyway, I have my own opinions about things. But however, my whole point of saying all of that, I know sometimes I ramble, don't you judge me, okay? I ramble sometimes, but my whole point in saying that is to say, if you don't have what it takes psychologically to be able to handle when things happen, when situations come up that are unexpected, you know, are you gonna get upset about something and not be able to focus? Are you gonna let things stress you out? Are you gonna become overwhelmed? Because things are definitely, there's gonna be times where you get overwhelmed. There's gonna be times where you get stressed out. There's gonna be times where you have clients that are nagging you, or they're, you know, being disrespectful, or they can't make up their mind, or they waste your time. They are going to waste your time. But if you are prepared for that mentally, then it's not going to affect you as much as if you didn't prepare yourself. You have to be able to know how to talk to people, how to handle communicating with people, because I've come across some agents that they just don't care. They don't care about communicating with you. They don't care about communicating with their clients. All they care about is getting that listing or closing that deal and making money. And it is so frustrating when you have a client or you genuinely want to help someone and the other agent is just not being cooperative. I mean, there's so many different situations that's going to come about in your real estate career that is going to challenge you mentally. It's going to challenge your strength. It's going to test your patience, which I am learning to have more of. It's going to be so many things, and you just have to know how to handle it, and everything can't be taught to you. Certain things you're just going to have to go through the experience, learn from it, and utilize that experience to become a better agent or a better entrepreneur, speaking generally. So I hope that this information was helpful or informative to some of you that may, think about becoming a real estate agent or just being an entrepreneur in general. You really have to sit down and lay everything out, okay, before you decide to get into any type of business venture. How much is it going to cost you? How long is it going to take? What is the average, amount of time it takes before you start to see results? And of course, that's going to vary depending on your work ethic and how much work you put into, what it is that you're doing. Are there people in your circle or that surround you, that support you? Because there's going to be people that you think may support you. They're not going to support you. They're going to say, oh, you're wasting your time, blah, blah, blah. I mean, me personally, I'm not going to say I don't really care what people think. But when it comes to my life and me handling things on my own, I can't really sit there and listen to someone else's opinions that doesn't really have anything going for themselves. We all know how that goes. Everybody want to have an opinion about your business, your career, your life, and they have nothing to show for theirs. So don't listen to them, okay? It's about you. What do you want? And you know yourself better than anyone else, or at least you're supposed to. How much can you handle? Challenge yourself. Do some research. Talk to people that are already in the industry doing great things, especially when you decide to choose a broker. Interview with different brokers. See what different people have to offer you, because you definitely want to be with someone that has resources. Plenty of resources that you can also utilize to grow your business. Now, every broker has their different way of doing things, but I feel that a broker that really cares about their agents and cares about the productivity of their agents is going to make sure that you have resources and different things and tools that you can utilize to grow your business. Because at the end of the day, they know that when you grow your business and you make money, they're ultimately going to be making money. So it's a win-win. But then you have people that we're not even going to talk about other people that just don't do that, okay? We're just not going to do that. But just remember, regardless of how much resources you have, how much research that you've done, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to get results. If you do not put in the work, you're not going to get results. So utilize that information, utilize those tools and resources that your broker gives you access to grow your business, okay? Anyway, again, I hope this video was informative, and I hope that, it can help you just take time to think about what it is that you want to do with your career or as an agent. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Subscribe to my channel if you, if you're feeling me like that, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel, hit that button. I'm joking. But I really hope that it can be of some kind of assistance. But all I will say is, before you do anything, do your research, talk to someone that's already doing it, take your time, don't rush, make sure you save some money, have some money put to the side to be able to reinvest, to invest back into your business once you do get your license, and just let everything flow from there. Take it one step at a time, okay? So I'll see you guys later. And again, if you have any ideas or any videos that you would like for me to do, or any particular topics within real estate that you would like for me to discuss, then drop a comment, let me know. I'll see you guys later.